Good morning, Thurgood Marshall students and staff. I am Kennedy, a 7th grader at Thurgood Marshall.
I am Tanaya, a 7th grader at Thurgood Marshall.
And we would like to welcome you to another edition of the EM.
The vision of Thurgood Marshall is to prepare all students to be academically, socially, and emotionally ready to thrive and attain their future goals.
And the mission is to unlock potential by working together to create an atmosphere of academic excellence and a culture of support, belonging, and growth.
Before we move forward with our day, let's take a deep breath, set our intentions for today as we pause for our moment of silence.
Please stand where you are and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for today's announcements. This week is a busy and exciting one here at Marshall. We will be welcoming future parents and students to our school for preview night. We want to thank all of our students who helped with our AC Kelly visit and who are helping show our Marshall pride at the preview night. We will also be wrapping up Fast Bridge Makeup, CBM testing, and our dyslexia screener. If you are called for testing, please take it seriously and do your best. These assessments help us better support your learning and growth.
Another exciting highlight this week is the return of our school-wide spelling bee, which will take place during reading intervention time. Your reading intervention teachers will be sharing more details with you, so stay tuned.
Speaking of reading intervention, this is a reminder of our school expectation. All students must bring a pair of wired headphones to reading intervention classes. These are important so you can fully access our learning platforms and get the most out of your instruction. If affording headphones is an issue, please let your teacher know. We want to make sure every student has what they need to succeed and grow as a reader.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, and graduated as the valedictorian of Crozier Theological Seminary in 1951. King became pastor of a Baptist church in Montgomery, Alabama, and later completed his Ph.D.
Martin Luther King was a religious man. He was a pastor. He looked at racism and all of the so-called separate but equal laws and the terrible treatment of people of color in the United States. And he said, this is absolutely wrong. This is against God's will. This is not recognizing the dignity of peoples. And he made us all face that in very powerful ways.
On the eve of Rosa Parks' refusal to move to the back of a city bus in 1955, King was chosen to lead a citywide bus boycott. 2 years later, King and a group of civil rights activists formed the Southern Christian Leadership Conference to conduct nonviolent protests for civil rights.
When Martin Luther King led the Alabama boycott, that was a major turning point in the fight for civil rights. What you saw was people who had been fractionized coming together as one, walking together with others joining the fight. This was when people, America, the world, stood up and said, whoa, what are we looking at here? An amazing time.
Inspired by Gandhi's activism, King worked with the SCLC to organize black voters and civil rights protests. In 1963, King was arrested at a march in Alabama. During his prison time, King wrote a rebuttal to an article denouncing his methods. His longhand notes on the margins of the newspaper became known as Letter from Birmingham Jail and was famously republished and studied in colleges across the country.
Martin Luther King was a man of God who believed that calling necessitated social change in the present, and he put his life on the line for that calling.
Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! We are free at last!
On August 28, 1963, King led more than 20,000 people in a massive demonstration at the Lincoln Memorial, where his speech, I Have a Dream, became a defining moment in civil rights history. Through his work, King helped pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964. and received the Nobel Peace Prize that same year.
Martin Luther King, according to Time in 1963, personified the civil rights movement. He took on one of the greatest challenges of his time and was one of the people that most influenced this very transformative time in American history.
Although King faced criticism from more militant Black leaders, he continued his peaceful efforts toward both racial and economic justice. After delivering his I've Been to the Mountaintop speech at a rally in Memphis, King was assassinated the next day on April 4th, 1968, while standing at the balcony of his motel room.
King's assassination was, I think, devastating for many people. But there's also a rising level of organization, and many people, King's assassination galvanizes them into many kind of Black power movements across the country, many anti-poverty movements. So it's both a moment of despair, but also a moment of political flowering.
Posthumously, King was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1977 and a Congressional Gold Medal in 2004. Today, the Martin Luther King Jr. National Holiday continues to be honored on the third Monday of every January.
As we reflect on the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., here is a powerful quote to think about. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way.
This quote reminds us that greatness is not always about big moments. It is about the choices you make every day. Showing kindness, putting in effort, helping a classmate, and giving your best even when something feels hard. Those small actions add up and help shape the person you are becoming.
Let's carry that mindset into this week.
Let's have a great week together because we are Marshall and we are destined for greatness. Reminder, get your act together.
Like, wrap up all the bad stuff. Like, it's not cool. Because why we have so many referrals?
Yes.
What? Oh, okay. And also, shout out to the whole 7th grade.
For the highest attendance.
And Miss Smith, yeah.
Yes. The 7th grade team, the teachers.
My friends.
Yeah. Love y'all. Queen Pooh and the GOAT is out.